Hi guys, we are back with some more. Oh gosh, my mind just blanked. Brilliant Shadows. My mind shouldn't blank that easy. We left off to where Ash had a hair symbol on her hand that was a phoenix, but yet there was nowhere for her to have found her paired person. So let's jump right back into this and see what's going on. I hope you guys are enjoying. The phoenix on the back of her hand told her it had not.
Thank the gods, you're finally up. You feeling okay? Are you feeling ill? Let's try that.
No, or at least I'm not sick.
Good. Did you sleep in your dress robes?
Where's Hector?
He's still on a rampage. He's convinced someone didn't get paired, and they pretend to be paired with the friend they wanted to be paired to. Apparently, he can tell if a mark is a mark, or just like a mark.
Ah, yes, very eloquently explained.
Good to see you're feeling better. Here, let me help you with that. I'm just glad the pin didn't do any permanent damage.
I doubt my head could have survived much more trauma than it already did. What was that fight about yesterday? I can hardly believe that Hector would argue with a head.
With a head.
You didn't catch that? You were pretty out of it, but I'm not sure if I should tell you.
Please. Everything is awful as it is. The least you could do is spare me from censorship.
Okay, just promise you won't jump to conclusions.
I promise nothing.
Fine. Look. Apparently, a while ago, Hector kinda developed a spell that can sorta dissolve a pairing.
He did what?
More than that, he was, I'm really not sure I should be telling you this. He was trying to develop a method to, force a pairing.
No.
But it didn't work. He tried it with a teacher whose necromancer died, and again with one of the students who didn't get paired last year. Look, Ash, it doesn't work. Not to mention that apparently broken pairs fix themselves with a pairing ritual. Heck conducted a test a while ago where a number of unpaired and those with willingly broken pairings performed a pairing ritual, and they were all repaired or left unpaired exactly as they were before. He didn't do this to you, I promise. I've given it a lot of thought, and I think Heck is on the right trail. There's someone out there who's lying about their pair. It's just some mosshead who's more scared about being paired wrong than we were.
How could someone I am paired to do something so awful?
Perhaps they're just really that dumb? I can see you doing well with a pet meathead.
So, how is he so far?
What do you mean so far? He's done nothing but to try to deal with your situation. I haven't had the chance to know.
Jack.
But I think he's a good guy. Oh, yesterday he brought us food from the festival. Way more than we can reasonably eat, and choice bits at that. I think he feels guilty about what happened.
Do you feel guilty, I mean?
No. I know that sounds callous, but wait until you find your partner. It will all make sense.
You-
Oh, yeah, over there.
Whoops. I accidentally double clicked.
Light and shadows.
Told you. Good guy.
Seems something fishy.
Come in!
Hey, it's my room.
I am sorry, but
No luck.
no. I am sorry. It appears all of the pairs this year are legitimate.
Rampage over here started performing a ritual to break the pairings on everyone in the building, to force everyone to repair, because he's convinced that someone is still hiding something.
I know I panicked for a moment on the floor, but you are right. The ritual does not fail. Someone is paired to her, and for whatever reason they are concealing it.
I stopped him.
You interrupted the ritual. If Luciana had not come to help you, I would have easily beaten you and finished the spell.
You're a zealous little ball of rancor, aren't you?
Ugh.
We appreciate what you are trying to do, but we have checked every single paladin on the grounds. And in fact, every member of the staff and grounds visitors. It would not be the first time we had a handmaiden secretly complete training. Sadly, there is no match to Ms. Ashmore's Phoenix.
I know more about the pairing ritual than any other necromancer or paladin at this school. I promise, I will find...
No.
Flabbergasted. That word. Yes, that word.
I appreciate what you are trying to do, but you wanted to join the army, right? And Prude, you were going to join the King's Guard and protect your mother, right? Your desires coincide. You should walk that path together.
And what about you?
That was already decided before your noble gesture, Ash.
Huh?
You will stay alongside Hector and Prudence for now. Hector is correct in that he is the most knowledgeable in this matter. I profess his abilities in that regard exceed even my own. However, none of you will be leaving until this is resolved.
Veronica stays because we need to figure out where her mark came from. Hector stays because we may need his research, and Prude stays because we don't split fresh pairs.
I have mixed feelings about this.
You think?
Don't worry, Ash. We'll figure this out.
Thank you. All of you.
Don't thank us yet, child. You may have much more suffering to come.
Dun dun.
Yes?
I believe I have a few more ideas as to how your mark might have come about, but I need to examine it to proceed with my research.
Have you been up all night?
Yes, but it's hardly the first all-nighter I have pulled.
Prude is going to kill you if she finds out you're not sleeping. She always gives me a hard time.
Well, yes, but I'm sure she will appreciate the importance of what I am doing. She's still asleep, I believe. I waited until the time you normally wake up to visit you.
You know what time I wake up.
Stalk her much?
I know what time everyone wakes up.
Stalk her.
That's actually kind of creepy.
Well, I am creepy. There is no escaping that fact. It does not lessen my abilities nor invalidate my competence.
You really are going to get along well with Prude.
I hope so. It would certainly be unfortunate for a pair to not get along. Now may I see your mark?
you so concerned with me?
That should be obvious. Do you know the stigma that comes with failing to be paired? Most students simply leave the school, abandon the profession. It is a shame that haunts you. The desperation. 2 years of being unwanted, you begin to feel that any length is nothing to achieve the recognition you deserve. But you have it far worse than I did. You don't even have the hope of being paired, because once you have a mark, you cannot be paired again. Believe me, I have tried, and so have others.
Wow, way to make me feel better.
Sorry, but you asked me why I was helping you. The truth is that I don't want anyone to be in the same situation I was, let alone the best friend of my pairing partner.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you learn anything?
I truly wish I could say yes, but no, I am still quite lost. I just can't determine what would cause this. This spell has never failed. There is no precedence. My only thought is that it might have succeeded in an unexpected manner. For example, you paired with someone who was kidnapped immediately after the ritual. That seems highly unlikely, but a part of me thinks it's more likely than the spell failing.
Is that why you were so concerned when Prude didn't speak up?
No, that was me being a tad manic and immediately panicking. Prudence's silence merely provoked a bit of foolishness from me.
Do you need to sleep? Maybe something to eat?
No, not at all. I have so much work to do.
Come on, there's still some of the food you brought us yesterday.
Is there? Well, I suppose a few moments of indulgence could not possibly cost me a breakthrough.
Sit down, Hector.
Why in light and shadow would I do that? I have so much work to do.
I want to talk to you about the incident. Maybe if I tell you more about what happened leading up to it, you might figure something out.
I suppose, yes, we can review it again.
Her face. I need to change the camera whenever I get a chance. Let's see if I can do. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Her face cracks me up.
Come on!
Aura, you okay?
I'm fine. Don't bother me! Can't you see I'm training?
I'm sorry. Do you need help?
No! I don't need help from anyone. I can pass my exams. No problem!
Well, okay then.
What you reading there? Sorry. Too close?
I like both their outfits.
It's a book on healing plants.
Healing plants? That doesn't sound particularly useful. Not unless you have sentient plants or something. Wait, there aren't sentient plants, are there?
No, or at least none I'm aware of.
Pardon Toby in the background. We got people mowing.
I use the book as a reference for my own research. It's become a kind of comfort read for me.
Oh, I know about those. I had a copy of the monster manual as a kid. I can't make it past Aboleth without nodding right off.
Yeah, something like that.
Hi, Jack.
So, what kind of
switching?
research are you doing?
I'm trying to develop a method to reanimate plants. I was hoping to test out my spells once I had been paired, but...
Yeah, I don't really understand the whole pairing thing. Well, not yet anyway. Not completely. So, reanimating plants. That sounds more useful than healing them. Could you, like, bring back a field of failed crops or something?
I don't know yet. It may leave the crops devoid of nutrition, so that may not be an option. I don't know what it can be used for, to be honest, or even if it can be done.
Just need to push the limits one way or another, huh? It's a pretty bird. What is it?
It's the Phoenix Mark. I don't know what it supposedly means, though. I don't buy into mark interpretation.
Do you know anyone else with the mark?
No, it's pretty rare, apparently. Meaning, the only other person with my mark is my pair.
Ash, are you here?
Ash, was it? It looks like you have company. I will excuse myself. Good luck on your research.
At least it doesn't look like it was me that woke you up this time.
No, just Hector. He lost consciousness on my bed.
Wait. Did he pass out while checking on you?
Yes, and might I add that it's nice to know that you didn't immediately assume the worst.
Please. Well, I won't say I couldn't imagine a romance forming between you two. I doubt either of you are the type to find yourselves in bed so early into it.
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Sorry? For what?
I'm sorry that you were going to be stuck here with me. I know you were really looking forward to returning home and joining the King's Guard.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure my mom can wait a bit longer. Excusing that, if it meant being away from my best friend, I wouldn't really want to go.
You know that we're going to have to separate eventually. Even if we figure out what is happening with my mark. the fact remains that you were paired to Hector. Even if it turns out I wasn't properly paired, we still weren't paired to each other.
Well, my reasoning is that whoever you are eventually paired with will still end up paired.
Thanks for saying that.
We promised we'd always be together, right? Though, it's strange to think that there could be others involved in our little friendship. I barely knew Hector until the ritual.
Funny, he knew you.
He did?
He came to wake me up the day of the ceremony, only minutes after yourself. He commented that it wasn't really a surprise that you'd have taken the time to wake me up.
Huh. I wonder if there was a personal reason for him knowing me, or if he just happens to have taken the time to memorize the identity of every student.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised either way, though I don't know which is creepier.
Hey, he's still my partner. You shouldn't call him creepy.
My apologies, my dear, but I do believe it was he who called himself creepy. Or would you disagree with him?
I suppose I really can't argue with an expert. Should we maybe go for a walk and let him nap?
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm glad he's sleeping. I was actually starting to feel tired from the amount of sleep he was skipping. So, I wrote my mother with the news.
How did she handle it?
As well as can be expected.
So, poorly?
She says my duty to my kingdom is far greater than my duty to my school, and commands I leave at once. A greater concern is that the contract for her hedge mage has come up, and Aku says she has another position already waiting for her. Mother had been planning quite specifically for my prompt return.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Tell her that for me.
Oh, she knows. She says that I should just bring Heck with me. And I quote, "Let the sodding moldy sacks who call themselves heads suck a wand."
That's awesome.
Oh, my. That's quite colorful language for royalty.
I know! I'm sure she was quite proud of it.
So, what are you going to do?
Well, my plan is similar to her own, save for one point she didn't account for. I intend to bring you.
What, have a trio instead of a pair?
Until we find the other phoenix? Yes.
That's ridiculous. It would also be a trio in name only. I wouldn't be able to actually contribute to pairing magic.
I think it's a good idea. Leaving you here is just tragic.
That certainly sheds a positive light on my predicament.
I plan to have Hex speak with the heads. He might be able to convince them of the need to get you away from here.
Maybe.
I only just noticed it, but are you calling him Heck?
Yeah, I'm Prude, you're Ash, and he's Heck.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Why does he get a nickname already?
Well, I'm stuck with him for a long time one way or another. Might as well let him in our fun a little early, no?
So back to the matter at hand. Why do you insist on Heck talking to the heads? Shouldn't you have more clout, seeing as you're of a royal lineage?
You should know this better than I, but I think Heck's stronger than either of the heads alone, at least in terms of magical ability. Did you notice when he picked a fight with Zachariah in your room?
I noticed the blood, and when she kicked him in the stomach.
Yeah, he disagreed with how they handled the situation.
And what, he attacked them?
More or less. I didn't really see what escalated the argument, but by the time I was there, Zachariah was on the ground, and Luciana was turning purple while her golems were pummeling him into submission. Ash, he was a student 2 years ago. They are the heads of their orders. He shouldn't be that strong. Despite the confrontation, they have a certain degree of respect for him.
Sounds more like they have a certain degree of fear.
Still, they will listen to him more than myself.
I can't imagine they will still be willing to let us go.
At some point, it won't be worth it for them to keep us here any longer. There really is only so much they can do to investigate this without resorting to something drastic like Heck wanted to try.
So what will I do there?
I'm sure my mother will find uses for a trio of mages.
And what if I never find the truth behind my mark?
Then you're still a capable necromancer who will, if nothing else, have a position in court.
And no chance of high adventure, I suppose.
Perhaps not, but there was that risk when we decided to join the Kingsguard.
Prudence, Veronica, why are you about?
Okay, that we are going to save. And we are going to call this the end of this video. Hope you guys are enjoying. I'm a little quieter this time just because there's a lot of talking. So, I will see you guys in the next one, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!